Have you ever conquered Dead Rising?
You can't tell me, can you, fella?
Releasing for the Xbox 360, Dead Rising quickly became one of the console's most infamous titles. With achievements like 7-Day Survivor and Saint, the game easily became one of the hardest games to 100%. Today's goal is simple. Since modern gaming sucks,
Are you serious?
I'm going back to the retro consoles to 100% all the games I never played. We open in the helicopter with Frank West, snapping early PP off the army barricade in a gas station explosion, before Ed drops us off on the mall roof. After a quick Carlito cutscene, we head inside. Then an old woman loses it over her dog, throws open the front doors, and the zombies breach the mall. We fight through the chaos to the security room where Otis welds the door shut behind us, leaving the air duct as our only way in and out. Our first mission is to reunite Jeff Meyer with his wife, Natalie. While we're up there, zooming in on the horde behind the fence for a 50 targets photo pops our very first achievement, group photo. Jesse hands us a pistol for case 1-2, and after gearing up, we head into the food court to back up Brad against Carlito. He snipes us clean off the balcony, which somehow pops another achievement, free fall, and then we trade some shots with him anyways and lose. Carlito's rifle is absolutely brutal at this level. We reload and try the Carlito fight again. Same balcony fall, same death. Third time's the charm, we mix up a quick step juice and sweet twister for a speed boost, rush his sniper perch before he can react, and unload point blank. Carlito goes down, case 1-2 is complete, and a 20,000 PP bonus bumps us up to level 3. We gear up with an electric guitar and a PP boost magazine, then swing through Tyken Tots for a truly unhinged outfit. A tank top, denim shorts, and a toy laser sword. Kent the photographer challenges us to a photo contest. One perfect shot hits level 4, and lining him up against the zombie horde in the background pops a double achievement, photojournalist and the artiste. Night falls and the scoops start piling up. We rescue Sophie Richards from the convict jeep patrol for level 5. Then we push into Alfresca Plaza where Leah Stein is hiding, hysterically, in a jewelry store. Nearby, we clear out Weber's garments. Bert Thompson attacks us and has to be put down, but we recruit Aaron Swoop. Escorting 3 survivors at once turns into a nightmare. Leah gets eaten by a horde 3 separate times across 3 reload attempts. We eventually cut our losses and push forward with just Aaron and Sophie, closing out case 1-3 setup and a wardrobe change into a suit. Disaster strikes again in the food court. While we're distracted mixing up quick step juice, both Sophie and Aaron get swarmed and killed. But we push on anyway, and wrap up case 1-4 as Brad strikes a deal. DHS covers our helicopter fee if we help extract Dr. Barnaby. And then we fast forward to day 2. Adam the Clown ambushes us at the Space Rider roller coaster, and his dual spinning chainsaws shred us in seconds on our first attempt. We reload, chug another quick step juice for speed, and this time stay mobile. A couple quick attacks, and a shove sends him face first into his own chainsaws, unlocking us the self-defense achievement. He drops the small chainsaw, one of the best melee weapons in the game, and we free Greg Simpson from the roller coaster, who ends up showing us a secret bathroom duct shortcut connecting the plazas together. Back at base, case 2-1 kicks off. Brad spots Dr. Barnaby being dragged off by a stranger and rushes to intercept in the entrance plaza. Carlito's sniping from the balcony again for case 2-2, but this time we flank up with an umbrella, and we knock him clean off the railing. Brad takes a bullet in the leg for Dr. Barnaby, but the case closes, and we get a 30,000 PP bonus, which lands us at level 8. We sprint through Wonderland Plaza and find Ross and Tanya. Ross is shot and dying, and when we hand him a pistol, he ends it himself. Tanya won't follow us after that. Pretty rough scoop, but we keep moving on, grabbing a couple of free 10,000 PP bonuses on the Space Rider roller coaster along the way. We survive a convict jeep drive-by in Leisurely Park, then recruit Ronald Schneer and Pamela Tompkins back-to-back for 15,000 PP each, boosting us up to level 9. After a reload, we grab Pamela's sister Heather Tompkins too for another 15,000 PP, and get all 3 safely to the security room. Heading back out, we stumble into a genuinely creepy cutscene. A cult leader named Sean Kinnan in white robes, chanting with a sword over a girl locked in a crate, and surrounded by cultists in a yellow raincoat. We snap some photos and get marked as a non-believer. Then it's boss time. Inside Chris Lips, Cliff Hudson, a machete-wielding PTSD Vietnam vet who thinks Frank's the Viet Cong. drops in swinging. After a rough shelf-hopping brawl dodging pipe bombs, we drain his health and put him down. Sad, but the mall waits for no one. We head straight into Sean's supermarket for case 2-3 medicine run. Inside Sean's, store manager Steven Leader has fully lost it, armed with a blade-welded shopping cart and a hostage named Isabel. We take a photo of him for 2 quick achievements, and then we dodge his cart charges, wail on him with melee weapons, and drop him. Isabel is freed, but immediately runs off screaming about Ecllpze. Then we head into the pharmacy and grab the meds, and the objective is secured. On the way back, we take a detour, farming PP off a cultist circle in Paradise Plaza. Chopping through yellow raincoat cultists with a katana for an easy 500 PP each. Snapping drama photos, and generally messing around a little too long, which ends up being a big mistake. We finally reach the security room to hand off the medication, but case 3-1 expired. We burned all the time we had farming PP. In Dead Rising, missing a case timer locks out the story thread for good, and there's no saving this file. So we do the only smart thing, save status and quit, wiping our story progress, but keeping Frank's level 13, stats, health, and inventory into a brand new 72-hour run. Fresh 72-hour run. Same drill, we grab Jeff Meyer and his wife Natalie right off the rooftop for an easy level 14. With the extra speed and health, we steamroll the early cases. Carlito gets melted with headshots before he can snipe us this time. Wrapping up case 1-2. Then we tail Brad through case 1-3 with a quick wardrobe change into a suit. Back in Paradise Plaza, we mask a bunch of zombies with novelty heads for the achievement Costume Party. Then we knock out Ken's photography challenge for big PP. After that, nightfall hits, and the convicts roll in with their gun jeep. This time we gun down the driver and the gunner, and then we jack the ride ourselves, which unlock the achievement Carjacker. After that, we take the stolen jeep straight into the maintenance tunnels, and just plow through the zombie horde until the kill counter hits 4 digits, unlocking us the achievement Zombie Hunter and leveling us up to level 15. We keep grinding. Then we rescue Aaron Swoop after putting down a hostile Bert Thompson. Then we beat Adam the Clown again at the Space Rider roller coaster with a quick step speed boost and fire extinguishers, freeing Adam's hostage, Greg Simpson, who leads us to the security room duct shortcut connecting Wonderland Plaza and Paradise Plaza. This is going to be huge for future escorts. Back at the bookstore, we grab Japanese phrase book, which lets us recruit 2 more survivors. Story-wise, we win the entrance Plaza sniper duel with Carlito again, complete case 2-2, and hand off Dr. Barnaby. Ross's story repeats itself. He asks for a gun and ends his life again. Tanya won't follow us, so we beat Since into a cowering Gordon Stallworth with a frying pan to recruit him. Then save Pamela Tompkins from a horde with the chainsaw. Escorting both nets us level 20 and the throw skill upgrade. Then case 3-1 kicks off as Barnaby wakes up and gets grilled about his Ecllpze connections. We head out for a Cliff Hudson rematch, chase him across the rafters and finish him off. Then land a huge 50 target crowd photo through the Space Rider fence, which for some reason unlocked group photo again, and I have no idea why. We recruit Ronald Schneer again, but this time it goes badly. A cultist drops dynamite mid-fight and Ronald Schneer is killed. Then we rescue Jennifer Gorman from the cultist box and get her to safety. After that, we head into case 4-1, Isabel's back, this time on a motorcycle, and she runs us down and kills Frank outright on our first attempt. Then we reload and use our secret weapon, Quick Step Speed Juice. With super speed active, Frank actually outruns the bike, and we shred Isabel's health bar down for the Psychopath Defeated bonus, unlocking case 4-2. We steal her motorcycle and go on a kill farming rampage through the park and tunnels. Then grab a convertible and launch it clean over a park pavilion for the Stunt Rider achievement. Next up, the Sniper family. Roger, Jack, and Thomas. They're camping at the entrance plaza balconies. We flank up the escalator and take all 3 down in seconds for the Peacekeeper achievement. Then we close out the hour rescuing Wayne Blackwell from the cosmetics shop and getting him safely back to the base. We convince Floyd Sanders to leave the antique shop by smashing his precious display cases, netting level 24, then carrying him piggyback style to safety, which lets us hit level 25. On the way to meet Isabel at midnight, we get distracted taking photos on a scaffolding and blow the timer. Scoop fails instantly. Otis actually calls us out for this on the radio. The story recovers anyways. A wounded Isabel drags herself into the plaza and reveals the real twist. Ecllpze wasn't a drug lab, it was a US government research site studying zombie-causing wasps, with Dr. Barnaby running it. Dr. Barnaby immediately reanimates, and we put him down for good. Then the achievements really start popping fast and stacking up. First, we have bulldozing zombies with a beach umbrella, which unlocks us raining zombies. Sniping the convict jeep crew, then plowing their stolen ride through the tunnels for thousands of kills nets us a double pop, marathon runner, and bullet point. And we also have walking across a zombie horde's heads, which gives us zombie road. After that, case 7-1 kicks off with Isabel detailing Carlitos in-game, and we cap the hour clearing 2 theaters of Ecllpze and Movieland for a Mega Man cosplay photo op and easy PP. After that, we bowl a bowling ball down a packed tunnel full of shattered zombies, which unlocks the achievement Strike. A sick man scoop goes bad, drunk guild gymmers refuses to move and defects. So I decided to cut my losses and just outfit swap through 20 stores instead, which gets us the Sharp Dresser achievement. Then we walk blindly into Huntin' Shack gun store and instantly get shredded by 3 armed survivors. Dead in seconds. Once we reload, we have a smarter plan. Snipe them through the front window from outside first, then look to clean the store. After that, we track down a firebomb-happy psycho, Paul Carson, who accidentally lights himself on fire mid-fight. We try to put him out and recruit his 2 hostages, Mindy and Debbie, for level 26. Then a double escort push nets us level 27. Rounding out the hour, we save Susan Walsh from a horde, deliver Floyd his requested wine bottle, and hit level 28. Case 7-2 kicks off with a gut punch. Carlitos planted 5 time bombs on trucks in the maintenance tunnels, and if they go off, they'll spread the zombie infection outside the mall entirely. Brad and Frank split up to disarm them. The tunnel run is brutal. Carlitos' ramming van kills Frank twice before we switch to a motorcycle with a quick-step speed boost and finally start collecting bombs cleanly. Carlito eventually crashes his truck, Brad shows up to chase him down, and we finish grabbing all 5 bombs ourselves. Then the story turns dark. While Frank secures the bombs outside, Brad and Carlito fight in the warehouse. Brad gets bitten and killed. When Frank goes looking for him, Brad turns into a full zombie. But we end up snapping a photo of him for Snuff Shot B. Heavy moment, but we shake it off by rescuing Simone, who's also been bitten but agrees to trust us. We then escort Isabel to Carlito's hideout, but his laptop is password locked. Jesse calls with a security feed lead. Carlito's actually a prisoner of a butcher named Larry Ching, hanging over a meat grinder in the North Plaza basement. We fight through, Larry goes down after a chaotic freezer brawl, and a dying Carlito hands Frank his locket for Isabel before passing away, bumping us up to level 30. Back at the hideout, Isabel uses the locket to crack the password and unlocks Carlito's files. All main cases closed, with one final chapter left, the facts. But it's not a clean ending. Jesse calls DHS for help and gets stonewalled. The government's sending special forces at midnight to wipe out all of the malls entirely, survivors included. Worse, Jesse turns out to have been infected all along and bites a soldier back at the base. We rush back to find her fully zombified, snap a photo for the achievement Snuff Shot J, and then we put her down. Our helicopter never shows. Turns out Otis stole a chopper for himself and bailed, leaving a note. Stuck, we hunker down to survive until midnight when special forces drop in and start shooting everything that moves, including us. Every soldier we kill drops huge PP, and unloading a full mag without missing lands the perfect gunner achievement. We get knocked out and captured, stripped to our underwear, and have to mash our way free from the military truck. Fighting our way back with a stolen machine gun nets us the legendary soldier achievement. Then we shoot down their helicopter outright for the helicopter achievement, which gives us level 31. All the cases are closed. Now we just have to survive to noon for our original pickup. We hold the helipad until noon strikes on the 72nd hour, popping the 3-day survivor achievement. But our ride never lands. A zombie stowaway kills the pilot mid-flight and the chopper crashes. That triggers Ending C. The government quarantines the whole city and buries what really happened. Which brings us to the results screen. Over 1.4 million PP earned this run, 4,000 zombie killed, 17 survivors saved, which was enough for the Humanist achievement. Then we reload back into Carlito's hideout with Isabel to set up for overtime mode. We hold up in Carlito's hideout with Isabel through the night, waiting out the military cleanup, then make a final sprint to the heliport, as noon approaches. Ed's chopper actually arrives this time, but a zombie stowaway attacks him mid-air and it crashes again anyway. Still reaching this point locks in overtime mode. That's ending A. Nearly 2 million total PP, prisoner garbs unlocked, and overtime mode is now available. Moments later, Frank collapses on the roof. He's infected too. Isabel drags him to safety and says she can slow it down with a Queen Wasp hormone. Overtime mode, the real final chapter begins. Isabel needs 10 household items scattered across the mall to craft a suppression drug, while special forces, drones, and soldiers patrol every hallway. We fight through them, collecting a first aid kit, magnifying glass, blender, cold spray, developing solution, perfume bottle, camp stove, and coffee filters. With all 10 items delivered, Isabel drops a grim reveal. Carlito infected 50 kids nationwide with dormant parasites. If their suppression drugs run out at once, it's a countrywide outbreak. Then the hideout generator dies. We retrieve a backup from the zombie-swarmed clock tower to restore power. Last step is farming 10 Queen Wasps. Once we deliver all 10, Isabel finishes the suppression drug. Frank is safe from turning for now. Now we are fully prepared for the endgame. Isabel also cooked up a pheromone spray that repels zombies. So we spray up and push through a tunnel packed with hundreds of undead. It works. They end up partying like the Red Sea until it starts wearing off with only enough left for one of us. Frank piggybacks Isabel to keep them both covered and we sprint the rest of the way out. We find an abandoned military jeep, blast into the final area, and go toe-to-toe with an XM3 prototype tank, dodging shells while Isabel mans the turret and melts its armor. The tank's commander, Brock Mason, climbs out for a bare-knuckle martial arts duel on top of the burning tank, surrounded by an ocean of zombies. We land a final combo and send him flying straight into the horde. The pheromone runs out and the zombies close in on Frank as the credit rolls. But beating overtime mode locks in Lifesaver achievement. That's the main story and overtime mode both cleared. Infinity mode unlocked, plus a stack of cosmetic rewards. Post-game, it's time for the long haul. The zombie genocider grind, which needs 53,000 total kills. We loop cars and vans through the maintenance tunnels non-stop, crushing hordes and stacking milestone PP bonuses every 1,000 kills. We keep looping through the night, swapping vehicles every time one explodes, crossing 10,000 kills for the zombie killer achievement. Then we just keep grinding. 11,000 gets us level 35 and double attack power. 16,000 gets us level 36 and a speed boost. More grinding, same vehicle swap loop, carrying us from 43,000 kills all the way to 50,000 kills, landing us level 43 in Karate Chop. We ignore a bunch of missing scoops and Otis pestering us on the radio, because we're locked in on one goal now. We push on through 51,000 kills, 52,000 kills, and finally, with the exact target being 53,594 kills, we cross the line. We unlocked the Zombie Genocider achievement. One of the most grueling grinds in the game is officially done. Beating Zombie Genocider unlocked the real Mega Man Buster reward, but first we grind out a hidden 100 item break counter for the Item Smasher achievement. With the Mega Buster equipped, this run turns into a victory lap. We camp on elevated ledges to skip time safely, then one-shot our way through a string of survivors and psychopaths we no longer need to escort safely. Leah Stein, Bert Thompson, Aaron Swoop, Bill, the 2 Japanese tourists, and Adam the Clown all go down in a single blast each. We even let Greg Simpson open the security bathroom shortcut for us before finishing him off too. Level 44, achievements are steady and every fight from here is basically instant. We do a little bit more Mega Buster cleanup, killing David, Bailey, Tanya, and Ross. After camping out the clock for a boss timer, we one-shot Cliff Hudson too. Then clear 3 more survivors in 3 seconds flat. Currently, the whole survivor notebook is basically dead at this point. The Mega Buster is making speedrunning the entire mall so easy. Now that we've killed basically everybody, we have a target for today. We're looking to get Frank the Pimp achievement, which needs 8 female survivors following us at once. We round up a handful, one-shot a corrupt cop named Joe Slade, holding 4 women hostage. We free them all, and combine the group for a full squad of 8 women. Walking out with all of them activates Frank the Pimp achievement. After that, we spend most of the time on a mall-wide PP sticker photo tour. This part takes a really long time. It's basically me just running around taking photos of every single hidden PP sticker in the game. But once we collect them all, we unlock the PP collector achievement. Then we one-shot Carlito again with the Mega Buster. Then dive into 2 big fashion goals back to back. Changing into 20 outfits across the mall for a sharp dresser, and then hitting every single costume in the entire game, including some genuinely unhinged combos for clothes stores. Now we need to grind out gourmet, eating every single food and drink item in the game. We chow down on produce, cook pizzas in the microwave for a bonus, and blend every juice item combo across every food stall in the mall, ignoring Otis' constant radio spam. Finishing the checklist pops the gourmet achievement. In the tunnels, we rack up a few hundred more kills before heading off to rescue Tanya and Ross, carrying Ross piggyback this time instead of letting him in things. We keep chaining rescues, Pamela and Heather Tompkins for another 60,000 PP, which pushes us over the top for level max, which unlocked the level max achievement. Closing in on the finish line now, we recruit shotgun-toting Kendall Johnson and piggyback an injured Isabel to safety together for case 6-1, then head to Movie Land for a strange group scoop. One-shot the cult leader Sean Kinnan and free 5 hostages at once, and then we carefully walk all 5 survivors, clearing every threat with the Mega Buster before it reaches them. Delivering those 5 survivor squad nets 250,000 PP. Then photographing Paul Carson mid-Molotov pops the Psychopath Collector achievement, and one-shotting him right after that gives us the Punisher achievement. We put him out, recruit him, plus 2 hostages, and rack up another 180,000. We do a quick notebook check, and we have 43 survivors safe total. We keep recruiting Susan Walsh, an injured Leroy McKinnon, pushing us up to 48 survivors. Just 2 short of the Big Saint achievement. Carlito's intercom monologue plays again as we head out to sweep Paradise Plaza and pick up Simone Ravendark, delivering her and a companion for 110,000 PP back at base. Back at base, Kendall Johnson tries to start a mutiny, demanding everyone make a break for the exit. Frank talks him down and averts it for a bonus. With the security room now packed with rescued survivors, we snap a few group photos crossing 50 photographed survivors for census taker. Then we head up to the helipad to stand guard and wait out the clock toward noon. Noon hits, Ed's helicopter lands, and this time we got way more passengers than agreed. Ed panics, but Frank insists, and the chopper lifts off the ground with all 51 survivors aboard. That's ending B, over 3.2 million PP, and we unlock the Saint achievement. Easily one of the most nerve-wracking escort goals in the game. Now we start a fresh run to mop up the remaining story content, sweeping the tunnel bombs again for case 7-2, and one-shotting Carlito's van clean through the windshield. We run the bomb sweep, one-shot Carlito again, rescue Simone, and stop the mutiny loop one more time. Then we deliberately let case 8-1 expire to stay on our side scoop route. This time, after patiently taking every single Otis radio call without cutting them off, famously one of the easiest achievements to accidentally miss in the whole game, we land the transmissionary achievement. Now we have a fresh level 50 run, and we have a new specific target, Karate Champ. We need to defeat 1,000 zombies barehanded, no weapons at all. So we head into the tunnels and just start throwing hands, double lariats, judo throws, and face crushers. At level 50, our fists one-shot zombies anyway, so the kills pile up pretty fast. After crossing 1,000 barehanded kills pops the Karate Champ achievement, and that leaves only 4 achievements left for 100%ing the game. The last 4 achievements are all pure endurance grinds. No real gameplay to show, just waiting out real-time clocks. To unlock them, we have to survive 24 hours straight indoors, survive 24 hours straight outdoors, and hit both the 5-day and 7-day survivor time milestones. Combined, these took roughly 14 real-life hours of just sitting and waiting out the clock. And with that, we finally collected all 50 achievements in Dead Rising. This game was an absolute grind, but I loved every second of it. I plan on making more videos like this in the future, so if you guys have any recommendations for games you'd like to see, please subscribe and leave a comment down below, and I will see you all in the next video.